Hi everyone. Before I show you my car packed for a road trip for something like Disneyland, I thought that it may just be interesting to see how my car is kept on a normal daily basis, and things that I've found that have helped to make life smooth and organized when being in your car an awful lot. Okay, so here you can see an, whoa, hello, ghost. Can see in the door that I have a water bottle. I keep those often in the door of the car just in case need one. Typically, I have my reusable water bottles, one for each day of the week that I use for work and normal life. But I found that these are really helpful. You can also see in the driver's side right there that I have this like tube of tissues that I get. Typically I can find them at Target. They're pretty expensive, honestly, for the tube, and so sometimes I hesitate to buy them, but they fit so well in the door and they just really work for me. So I try not to overuse them if I can, you know like use like 20 at a time if I can help it. But I really love these, and I highly recommend them because they just fit in cup holders like that. In the glove compartment, you'll see that I have all of my shopping bags for regular errands and so on. And then I have these like little pouches here, and each one I kind of use these different colors and patterns so I can tell what's in each one of them. This one here, see the ladies in the long white dresses? Those I keep tampons in. See, get it? Tampons. And this one here with these little like rectangle pretty ladies, I keep feminine pads in. And this one here with this mask on it, that's what I keep face masks in. And then this silver one here, I have like those plastic bags from like Target or Safeway or whatever. Typically I like to use the reusable ones, but often, some people in my family might forget to bring some, or, you just collect them. And so I fold those up, and like when it's this thick, I probably have like 5 of them in there. And those are really helpful for like, just any trash collected. Even if we go on a small road trip and we stop in to get like Starbucks or something, then we've got this trash. And so I don't find little straw papers everywhere or whatever. I take out one of those, we fill it with trash. When we get to our next stop, we just throw it away. And those have been really, really helpful. They're bigger than like those little doggy poop bags, for like diapers and so on. Those I used to use, but they weren't quite big enough for a lot of things. So this is like a good way to reuse and then, reduce quite so much waste. You can also see that I keep like things like a umbrella lives in here, even though we haven't seen rain in ages. There's also like a multi-tool and a little jackknife in there for things also. Inside here, there are times when I keep a lot of snacks in there, but then I found that, we were just snacking on lots of snacks. So right now I just have like a couple emergency ones, and then like an apple juice to drink, in case somebody has like a blood sugar drop. I've got some Advil, some hand sanitizer, and some gum. This is where I keep my pens. Anybody who has worked on team with me knows that because I'm left-handed, ballpoint pens don't work very well for me. So like rollerball gel pens work the best. So I always kind of keep these on hand. I use them for work and also just for writing things down because I feel really frustrated when ballpoint pens don't work for me. So hello, little buddies. In here, you can see I have a thing of wipes, also some exactly what you see here. I have like extra makeup. I also keep like a mini toothbrush and toothpaste, and one of those little fold up brushes in there, just anything so I can spruce myself or someone else up on the road. Mike and I have extra matching sunglasses just in case. I'm really sensitive to light, so you'll see I have sunglasses everywhere. And then in here I have extra cables and cords for any electronics that I need or somebody that we come across might need. And also I always keep these extra sunglasses up here also because, again, my eyes really can't take a lot of sunlight. Maybe I'm a vampire or something, who knows. All right, let's go to the trunk and see what I keep in there. So here's the back of my car. You can see right here I've got this Gorilla mat. Mike got this for me when the car was new, and it is one of the best things ever. This has like a little bit of grippy. It also protects this, although you can see I've had the car for a while now. It's got stains on it. But these things work just like you can see here. You put them down, you put them in all sorts of configurations, and they're really good for holding things in place. Like, you know, let's say I'm going to bring a cake to you for a party. Well, look, I've got this to secure it so it doesn't fall over. And recently I started keeping them in this box that I had sitting around so that they aren't floating around and driving me crazy. This backpack back here, this used to be a diaper backpack. And we just like filled it with everything we needed for baby traveler, but we've kept it and kind of just reorganized what's inside so that it becomes kind of an emergency backpack for mostly traveler, but also for our whole family. And you can see I've got a list here of what's inside, partly if I just, you know, somebody wants to see, oh, something I'm looking for in it, but also when I'm repacking this thing, to make sure I've got everything in it. A baby pillow, a blanket that basically traveler used to use for preschool, a hand towel, wipes, this booster car seat. It's really cool. If I had more time, I'd take it out to show you that it's this little tiny booster seat that's legal to use in California to drive a toddler or child in if you don't have like a full car seat, and it's good for like Uber, like short Uber trips and so on. Sun hat, socks, underwear, pants, t-shirt, and jacket for traveler. There's also these in here. This is like, you can see, a packable jacket, and we have them in small, medium, large, and extra large. Well, I guess this is an extra small, but we have a bunch of these in here. They're just basically they fold in on themselves, and they're a good windbreaker, and they have saved us lots of times from freezing. And we have them in different sizes because, well, our bodies change sizes, our kids' bodies change sizes, and also, you know, friends, family that we're with often need them. Hand sanitizer, comb, headphones, first aid kit, a shopping bag, warm hats, picnic sheet. I really love this picnic sheet. I wish I could find more of these. I'd give them for gifts to everybody. This Mike brought home from like some work swag, and it's basically just like a little tiny tarp, and you can use it for a picnic blanket or all sorts of other things, maybe like a little tablecloth, whatever. I love this thing. We use it all the time. And then extra masks, warm gloves, the warm hats. I have one for everybody in the family, and then we have a cup / drink. Again, I have another apple juice, just in case somebody has like a blood sugar drop. And then I just keep this thing in the side pocket here, and I'll just zip that up later. You can also see I've got a kite, just in case we're out, and I don't know, it's fun to have a kite. Right here I've got an extra one of those like Kleenex tissue boxes, and then this is nap basket. So inside each of these baskets, I have 2 of them. They're the exact same thing. It has like this little pillow, has a small blanket, a sleep mask, and in there's also some fuzzy socks. I used to keep more stuff in it, like another tissue pack and some gum and yada yada, but we already had that stuff in the car. It just became kind of bulky and like stuff would fly everywhere, and so just keeping it simple for things we might need for staying comfortable on road trips is really, really helpful. So these things live in the car. Whoops. Hello. These things live in the car all the time. These baskets will be moved up to the front when I pack my car. I may run out of space for the box, and I'm already using these, so that might come out when we pack the car for a trip. The backpack, I try to keep it if there's space for it, because even though we think we've packed everything, sometimes, man, it just comes in handy to just have that stuff, especially those jackets. So we'll see what kind of room there is, but this is basically how my car is all the time. I also have like this little hidden compartments. That right there is a cable that goes to the front for like charging the kids' devices. First aid kit. We thought about getting an AED, for, in case somebody's heart stops or something. And we haven't got one because frankly they're really expensive, and I'm gonna just keep hoping and praying that would become an unnecessary thing. But we've got some first aid things, a hammer, which believe it or not has come in handy, and then this thing right here is you just plug it into the car lighter port, and then you can plug in things with like a standard like plug, so that's helpful. And then you can also see back there we've got some twine and a few other fixing stuff, and again we use those on occasion. Like, we're always thankful we have them and they aren't too bulky, and they're in that little hidden space there. So there is how my car typically is packed. I try not to keep too much stuff in here despite all of this. Try and keep it like as minimalist as possible, because I can't stand stuff everywhere and it becomes hard to find things. And I've had this car since I think that this car is a 2010, so I've had it for almost 12 years now, since before Traveler was even born. And like, there's definitely some wear and tear on this car, but you can see all the stains and stuff from just use. And that drives me crazy. We even had like one kind of a bike trailer that left this here, and that was like from before Traveler was born. This spot has been here, and it drives me crazy. But you know what, it's just not, like, it's really expensive to get it repainted, and when I think about other things that we might want to do, it's just not worth it to me to spend money on that. I just try and keep it in best shape as possible, and I'll just get a new car when I finally have to. Okay, so there's that. I'll see you at the next phase where I show you the things that we will need for specifically going to Disneyland.